What's up, good people? Hold on. Can't see the whole fire real good. There we go. Maybe that's a little bit better. There we go. What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. I hope you had a great hump day. I hope all your hump dreams came true. That didn't sound quite right. I just hope you were humping. No, that didn't quite sound right either. I hope you got over the hump, okay? Whatever it is you do on hump day, I hope that it happened for you. So, earlier today, this has got nothing to do with the Cowboys, but then again, it has everything to do with NFL players. Earlier today, I saw a thing about Adrian Peterson. That Adrian Peterson's, that they were selling his MVP trophy, his Outland trophy, and all of his trophies and awards on an estate sale. And my first reaction, because we didn't hear why they were selling this, my own personal reaction was, oh Lord, here we go. Is Adrian Peterson broke? I ended up Googling, because you can Google anything. I Googled Adrian Peterson's net worth, and I got a couple of different sources that said in 2023 his net worth was about $1 million. And that his last stated income was 2021 of $71,000. Now, I don't know, but that was my thought. I hope that he is not broke, because Adrian Peterson made more money as a running back than anybody else. I think it was $103 million. Zeke Elliott's number 2. Now, here's what Adrian Peterson, about an hour ago, said. No, we have storage units with a bunch of stuff in there. This auction house was not supposed to be putting those things up for sale. He said, financially, I am good. He said, if I were in dire straits and wanted to sell those, I know people who would buy them that would help me out, as opposed to me going to an auction house. So hopefully then that squashes it. Adrian Peterson is in good shape. But the thing is, so many people, players, have never had to take care of money or worry about money. And you always think that it's going to be an endless stream. You know, Dan Marino, I think, for a while there, had lost almost all his money. I can't remember, quarterback that came from Jacksonville and went to Washington. He ended up going broke, putting his money into hamburger franchises. Joe Gilliam, who was the first black quarterback with the Steelers about the time of Teddy Bradshaw, I think he died penniless and homeless on the streets of Atlanta. William Perry, the refrigerator, was doing bricklaying after football. And Vince Young, famously, he made about 29 million. He wasted his money in the dumbest ways. He would go to Cheesecake Factory, spend $5,000-$6,000 a whack a couple of times a week. It's like, why don't you buy a Cheesecake Factory franchise? Eat for free, make money off everybody else. He would buy shots of Louis the 15th or 14th or whatever. I don't even know, because I would never spend $3,500 for a bottle of liquor. There's no liquor in the world that's worth that much to me. But when you buy him and Liddell White, that they supposedly had like 30 shots between the two of them. Buy the whole bottle at least, and not a damn shot. And they're buying rounds for everybody. That he literally decided, I want to be on a commercial airline by myself, and bought every seat. And Vince Young has no income. And the sad thing is most of these guys aren't prepared for life after football. You've been used to having multiple millions of dollars every year. And when you think about the last time the NFL had a strike, that they had a fund for players to help bridge the gap while they were on strike. They were only going to be on strike for a couple of months. I say all this to say it doesn't matter how much you make. It's what you do with what you make. You can make $10 million a year, but if you spend 12, you're in deep shit. You can remember when Des Bryant literally ended up borrowing money before he was even drafted. Listen, so many times, so many people, and this goes for all of us. People are into, I got to have my brand new car and my 20-inch rims, and I need my Air Jordans every time they come out. I got 50 pairs of Air Jordans. I mean, Warren Sapp, when he declared bankruptcy, had 5,000 pairs of Jordans. What are you doing with 5,000 pairs of Jordans? There's only 365 days in a year. Don't be stupid with your money. Thing is, if you've got $10 million a year, let's say you get a $30 million contract, just take $1 million of it, just 10%. We know your agent's going to take 10%. Just take 10% and put that away in the stock market, because that's going to be your retirement. You have means to put a big pile in there. But if you're out there, and this is crazy, because this literally, a friend of mine, boyfriend, sells cars. And he said the guy was buying a car. I'm not going to say what kind of car or who it was or anything like that. But they bought a car, and they didn't have the insurance on the car or the money for the insurance. First of all, if you're buying a car and you don't have money for the insurance, you shouldn't be buying a car. But he called his friend, who is a football player on the Cowboys, and said, hey man, I need some money for the insurance. Said football player paid for the insurance for the car so he could get it. And see, here lies the problem. When you're like Adam Pac-Man Jones that went to Vegas and dropped $1 million in one night, when you take 30 shots of Louis the 13th, when you go out and decide, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to buy all these fancy sports cars, and then let a stripper from the strip club drive it drunk and wreck it. When football is done with you, and you have no other career skills, you're in your 20s, your 30s. The NFL doesn't provide you with a pension plan. You get a 1099. And if you don't know what a 1099 is, it's when you're self-employed. They pay you that. We're not withholding Social Security. We're not holding your taxes. We're not doing any of that. You're getting this number, boom. What you do with it is up to you. If you choose to be wise with your money and save for a rainy day, well, great. If you don't, well, we ain't got nothing to do with it. And this is a sad thing because, I think about what I've seen with so many older players. I will always go and support the older players at the autograph signing shows. I don't need Mr. Cowboy's autograph anymore. I've got Mr. Cowboy's Bob Lilly autograph 3 or 4 times there. I've got Randy White's. I've got Ed Too Tall Jones's. Okay, I've got all these, and usually I get them and give them to you guys. But those guys didn't make the money that these guys did, and a lot of them are in dire straits. So when I think about when Micah Parsons last week was talking about the fans that wanted his autograph, there'll be a time for most football players that people won't know who they were, what they did. And they won't be making the money that they were. And that's the sad thing about football. Some, you'll be immortalized. Nobody's going to forget Emmitt Smith. But so many other ones are left by the wayside penniless. And the reality is, that's all of us too. I say all this because you got to be smart with your money. You have to plan for a rainy day. If you got bills, just try and knock off the smallest one first. Pay that one off. Then hit the next one down. Pay off. Get rid of that debt. Get yourself to, even if it's only, I can only put $10 away a paycheck. Put $10 away in a savings account. That's your rainy day fund. Get yourself 8 months of money as a backup in case you lose your job, in case you get hurt and can't work, you get an emergency, your house caught on fire, but the insurance isn't going to pay for it all to get fixed. Shit happens, and trust me, I know. I found out the hard way because I was living paycheck to paycheck to paycheck. And I got a flesh-eating bacteria that killed me, almost killed me, and lost my job, and had 2 kids to raise. And brother, I'm going to tell you, I wish I'd had that 8 months worth of money saved up for my bills. Yeah, not the typical fireside chat here, but it's a dose of reality. You got to save for a rainy day, because those rainy days are coming. Oh boy. As always, you know how much I appreciate you guys. I'm going to be working in Harrisburg on that house built in 1867. Going up there to take one of the bedrooms and basically make it like a dressing room closet, and going to redo a bathroom up there. So spend a couple of days, get that done, and hopefully be done before the combine on Monday. So I'm going to go up there and try and really bust my ass, so that way I can come back here, sit down and just watch the players running around on the field. Remember, good people, tell the people you love that you love them, because you might not get the chance again, and I love you guys. I really need to get a measuring cup in here, because I just can't seem to get the amount right. I really just can't. God willing, I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.